Hey guys, it's 2024, and what better way to start than with a Disney Plus Hulu original series, Ekko. Now, here's the thing. Nobody wanted this show. Nobody asked for it. And I, quite honestly, didn't really have the same interest as well. Like, I don't really want to watch this. But then the trailer dropped. And that changed my mind. So let's talk about it. Hey guys, my name is Joseph Curtis, and if you love movies just as much as me, you have come to the right place. Now do me a huge solid and click that like and subscribe button. Also, if you want to follow me on the following social platforms, that would be great as well. Now, let's start talking about Ekko. Did anybody ask for this show? Did anybody really genuinely say, I want a show about that character from Hawkeye? No. The first thing that I'll mention is kind of really two big things. One being really big. Kingpin. Yes, he's in this show for more than just 5 minutes. Don't worry, he does carry a presence, more so in the second half of the series, specifically in episodes 4 and 5. With what they do with Kingpin's character, it was fine. It was intriguing for sure with the build-up, and then they kind of squander it a bit, and it's almost kind of lost direction, and then they regain it, and then they lose it again, and then they have an interesting post-credit scene that I won't spoil the context, but let's just say I'm excited for Daredevil. And speaking of Daredevil, yeah, let me just, before people get mad and I already start saying things about, the show, this literally happens in episode 1. Yeah, that's the only scene with Daredevil. So for anybody who thought Daredevil was going to have more of an appearance in this show, I don't want to say you're dumb, but his fight scene is quite good. Even though it's a bit overly choreographed, for the most part, when there are action sequences, especially with a long take action sequence that happens in the first episode, it's quite stellar. You don't really get a whole lot of action episode 2. You do get some later on in the series, specifically with episode 3, some of 4, mainly some in 5, and yeah, it's fine. It's not like the greatest thing I've ever seen. It's not on the levels of a Netflix Daredevil hallway fight sequence, but you can definitely tell that they tried to do something quite different. And overall, with this show, it is different, and it's actually part of a new banner called Marvel Spotlight. I'm assuming it's still part of the MCU canon, but it's like its own thing. We're gonna take our time with this character and really dive into what makes them tick. And I kind of got that vibe and what made it somewhat different from previous Marvel projects. And I really liked that. For example, when it comes to the cultural aspect in this show, I really could tell that the writers wanted to incorporate it as a main heartbeat for this show. And for the most part, it really does work, and I found it quite intriguing at times. Really, the show is about ancestry and how deep the roots go with the bad and the good parts of being a human being. If I had to say what were my biggest issues with the Ekko series, is that there are pacing issues and some editing choices that I didn't find to be to my liking. Now, when it comes to pacing, though, I found it to be really fast in episode 1, where it felt like a recap for Hawkeye while trying to be Ekko's origin all in the span of 30 minutes. It's trying to play catch-up while also showing this character Maya trying to be the next Kingpin, essentially. I hate when Disney Plus does this. 5 episodes? Really? We already only get 6. Like, why did you make it 5? And they're pretty short. Yeah, they say 50 minutes, but they're really like 42. Or they'll say 35, and then they're 28 minutes long. Yeah, they do something with the title Ekko. And I don't want to get into spoilers yet again, but you will understand what I mean when I say Ekko. The way they execute this idea was so beyond cheesy. It's that typical problem that I have with MCU shows where, especially if it's a grounded story, and then for some reason, like in Secret Invasion, they decide to go full-on superhero mode for a couple minutes, and it just comes across as really stupid. It's a fine show. At the end of the day, I don't think it's terrible. I do understand why they dropped it all at once, because they probably saw this series as just a, whatever, here's some content. We just need to get this out there because we don't really know what to do with this. And at the end of the day, the action's good. The storytelling is a little bit weird at first in the beginning, but then does pick up when it comes to the cultural aspect and the deep root perspective of who Maya is and what path will she choose. Yes, you get a cool cameo from Daredevil, and yeah, you get Wilson Fisk in the final 2 episodes, and it's pretty cool for certain moments, but the show does get bogged down with some pacing and editing issues, and Disney Plus being stupid with their decision to always make minimal episodes with minimal amounts of time for the stories that need to be told in a much longer way. Disney, be better. So I'm going to give Ekko a solid 7 out of 10. The reason why it took so long to get a video out already for 2024 is because I'm still currently fighting the flu right now. I'm at the end of it, the tail end, but I still got a bit of a sore throat, and my wife sprained her ankle. So yeah, I need to be a good husband, as well as a good YouTuber. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this review. It really means a lot. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and also don't forget to be blessed.